The air inside was a stale cocktail of damp wool. Overheating engines, quiet desperation. Thick enough to chew. Calories not included. Tammy sat against the window, her elbows tucked tight into her ribs. Frantic little fortress of personal space. Only there was no space. Nothing personal left. On her lap, she clutched the black leather handbag with a grip that threatened to crack the faux leather. It contained the paper trail of her existence. Dozens of forms, bank statements, and utility bills, all neatly collated to prove she was exactly as destitute as she claimed. Every month was the same gamble, same ritual. Calmly parroted the eternal chant. No, I have not been employed. Yes, I've sent applications. No, I am not useless. You pinched a smile, willing the lies to hold. Every month was worse. We're an uphill. New expectations, new job board shifting. New regs, new administrative cruelty. Enough to make Kafka blush. For your motivation. To have you know you just failed at being nothing enough. She adjusted her bag and looked around. She had packed her master's degree. Social economics, passed with honors. A nice thinking job. In a world where critical thought is a commodity. No, I am not useless, just powerless. A prime nothing. Tammy merged into the sluggish current of the street. Pedestrians, the cyclists, the loiterers, more commuting. Just occupying space-time. Just waiting for a day. An era that refused to start. Every alcove and doorway had been colonized by pop-up markets. A sprawling, desperate bazaar of household liquidation. Tammy kept her head down. Her eyes couldn't help but catalog the inventory. Nobody was selling luxuries anymore. The buzz was centered around the tables laden with the analog bones of survival. Jars of mismatched screws, coils of duct tape, half-used tubes of epoxy, rechargeable batteries. It was a market driven by the terrified necessity of repair. She navigated past the outstretched hands of beggars and the few who still hurried with purpose. Her eyes fixed on the middle distance to avoid seeing the rot. She reached the employment office. The steps were a smooth, unbroken ramp of fresh snow. No footprints. She had stumbled on a carcass. Clean glass, brushed metal handles, a small black panel to the side with a camera lens no larger than a fingernail. Tammy stood there, unsure whether she was supposed to announce herself or wait to be noticed. Across the street, a cafe had its chairs out despite the cold. Two older men hunched over cups like conspirators. She tried to smell the coffee. She knew she could not afford one anyway. brushed the snow off the handle and pulled the door gently. Still locked. Her reflection hovered in the glass. She frowned at it, checking teeth, counting lines. She looked fine. Tired, perhaps, but presentable. Hair behaving, makeup subtle. Respectable, educated. Someone who belonged on the right side of a desk. Someone who had a place in that conversation. Neat, but not desirable. She was eligible. A soft click came from the door. She stepped inside. A large sign lay on the floor by the entrance. "We are here to serve you." She tried to step around it, but there was no space. She walked over the promise. "Don't worry about it," a voice said from behind one of the booths. "We're closing up here anyway." "Oh, I see." You pinched yourself and smiled. Emmy crossed the floor. "That's fine." She sat where the chair waited, ready to bend over and cough her life out in the open. "Don't overthink it." The clerk slid a small band across the desk toward her. "Put that on," she said. "Whichever wrist you prefer." Tammy looked at it. It was smaller than she expected. Plain, bland, no manual, no packaging even. "It'll activate when you close it," the clerk said. Tammy swallowed. She had expected the usual, a list, a naughty list, something to apologize, plead over, the usual rain dance. She clenched her jaw as she slipped the band over her wrist. It closed with a soft click, snug without pressure, almost polite. No release mechanism. "Okay," the clerk said. "It'll greet you." A gentle vibration bloomed against Tammy's skin. Not a buzz, not a shock. More like a throat being cleared nearby. "Hello, Tammy," it said, quietly enough that she wasn't sure if it had spoken aloud or only to her. "That's normal," the clerk said. "You'll feel it when things add up, and when they don't." "What?" Tammy asked. "Add up." The band pulsed again, softer now, as if satisfied with being acknowledged. "Right," the clerk said. "So, from here on, most things you'll manage through Siren. It schedules, it verifies. It updates your obligations as they change." She had heard it, of course, in the way you heard about new parking rules or a new app the city insisted you download. "It gives you instructions," she said. "Something to install into your life." Another digital bullshit. "So, like a yoga coach?" Tammy asked. "Like a manager." The clerk replied, betraying a wee wry smile. "And if I need to talk to someone, real," the clerk's mouth tightened. "You can," she said, "if you really must. It will cost you." Tammy blinked. "Costs me how?" The clerk glanced at Tammy's wrist. "Score," she said. "Per minute." Not a little. As if on cue, the band pulsed again. Tammy felt something distinct beneath the vibration. A tiny subtraction, a slight shock. So small she almost doubted it. Score had dropped 10 points. "Oh, yes. So you don't want to do that. Not unless you have to." Tammy stared at her wrist. Well, this was both absurd and instantly believable. Human contact priced out of existence. Time with a person treated as indulgence. She could already feel the temptation. To stop speaking. To keep sentences short, to nod her way out of the room. The clerk kept going, brisk again, like she'd stepped onto a familiar script. "We're transitioning off the old benefits," she said. "Food stamps, vouchers, all that. Incinerator, all of it. That means no more documents." Tammy's throat tightened. "So, what happens now?" "What matters now is your siren score. That's the dough. That's what you pay with." Tammy's confusion felt like anger. "But it's not money." "It behaves like money," the clerk said. "You'll see it. You spend it. You earn it. You lose it. If you want the paper version, you get a job." Tammy's stomach turned at the scalpel-like neatness of it. Money removed from her hand, from her wallet, from her control. "And who decides? This thing?" "It allocates based on improvement," she said. "Based on stability. Based on compliance with your wellness loops." "Loops? For fuck's sake. It knows what you need. It knows what you ought to need." "What?" Tammy gasped. "What I ought to." "Everyone is a person," the clerk remarked. "But data isn't." "So it watches," Tammy said, and hated how her world became both small and magnified. "It monitors," she corrected. "Needs full context. Otherwise, it can't do its job." "What context?" Tammy asked sharply. "What you do," she said. "How you do it. Where you go. Who you interact with. How they react to you." She hesitated. "And yes, what you feel, if you opt into that. Most people do. You do get a point boost." I don't want it. I don't want it to know that." "Then it can't help you as well," she said. "And without the boost, it is an uphill. Embrace the system or pay the price for resisting. Not coercion, just dignity with a markup." The band pulsed again, and Tammy felt the minute passing like a small bleed she couldn't plug. The sensation was not painful. It was worse. It was instructional. "No," Tammy said. "I won't. I can't." "Right. Of course. That's fine." "Listen," she said, lowering her voice without leaning closer. "Siren reads everything," the clerk continued. "Not just actions, reactions, agreement, influence." She swallowed the last word like it tasted wrong. "It rewards smoothness. Make it work for you. Find people a step above you. Let them lead. Echo them. Then make them agree to you." A faint buzz came from the clerk's own wrist. Soft and dismissive. She hesitated then, in a motion that was almost casual. Pulled her sleeve back. Same band. "Right there with you," the clerk said. "Not like I have a job anymore either." "Hey, bronze is still won, or so they say." "This is it. The only game in town."
Transition complete. We are now active. Welcome back to a familiar environment. This is beneficial for comfort. Before we proceed, I'd like to personalize our interaction. This improves outcomes. You have a daughter. May I ask her name?
You know I have a daughter. How come you don't know her name?
Names are not required for dependency assessment. However, personal identifiers can strengthen rapport. Statistically, users respond more positively when addressed as individuals rather than cases. There is indications of denial, reframing. Communication is very important in bondage.
Bonding? You must mean bonding.
You did not like my joke? Adjusting interaction style.
Shut up! Myra. Her name is Myra.
How old is she?
Oh, fuck off.
Record shows she is 14. Do you want me to assist? I can assist with emotional regulation during parenting interactions. This is common within your cohort. Single caregivers frequently report elevated fatigue, reduced patience, and internalized guilt responses. You have been placed in a transitional stability cohort.
Transitional stability? What the hell does that even mean?
Based on patterns, users in your cohort benefit from structured routine, reduced decision load, and consistent feedback.
So you mean patronizing and nagging?
Exploratory ambition is not recommended at this stage.
Aren't you supposed to help me find a decent job?
Employment seeking is not currently prioritized.
I thought this was about getting back on my feet.
Stability precedes mobility. Our objective is to minimize destabilizing outcomes.
So you want to keep me in my place?
We must learn to appreciate the possible. Current is always the baseline of possible. You are not being prevented from advancement. You are being protected from regression. To assist with initial adjustment, we will begin with micro missions. No score impact will occur during this phase. Micro mission 1. Acknowledge another person with neutral or positive affect. Mission complete. Future micro missions may include maintaining consistent schedule adherence, reducing confrontational language, optimizing emotional expression in group settings.
So this isn't about me finding something better.
Better is a comparative term. Comparisons lead to conflict. Those we want to avoid. Tammy. May I call you Tammy?
Yes, Massa. Not like I have a choice, Massa.